Hey, welcome back to Minecraft Through the Night. Oh yeah, the shipwreck. Good morning, sun. Namaste. Rising sun. Yeah. All right. So I did a little bit of offline research on AE2. Oh man, some of the videos are 6 years old. I think Direwolf 20 has a 7-year-old video on applied energistics too. Are we that old? Are we really that old, man? Yeah. It's okay. Ooh. We can make flux crystals. Suddenly I am... Suddenly I am all ears. Not only that, but I also downloaded a few other mods. There's a lot of mods being released now for 1.18. And we'll get into that here in a minute. I think I got the... Have I started? Maybe I haven't. I guess not. Oh, lovely. Another diamond. Beautiful. Speaking of another diamond, that's what I wanted to tell you. I downloaded the Gobber 2. I have the Gobber 2 mod pack by KW Pew, which, as you know, it's one of my favorite mod packs. I think it's a very inventive and creative mod pack, and don't hear a lot of people talking about it. But anyway, Gobber 2 is there are also standalone rings. Here's all the rings that you can get that are within the Gobber 2 pack, like the Ring of Attraction, but it requires a Gobber core ring, which requires Gobber ingots, which requires, they're expensive, Gobber globs, diamonds, gold and iron, the diamonds. One diamond gets you 3 Gobber ingots, basically, but you got to have a diamond pick to get these Gobber globs, to get the... So what I did was I noticed that Pew had downloaded standalone versions, the old standalones, and these I can actually start making. Ring of Repair, Ring of Attraction, Ring of Return. So I think what I'll do is start with these mods and start with the simple rings, the old ones that we've been using for so long, and then gradually, as we get a better pick, diamond pick or whatever it is these days, we'll upgrade. That's my thought. What's your thought? What do you think? Do you agree? Disagree? You have an opinion? Oh, I think this is the end of the shipwreck. Oh, yeah. Just, I was very excited to see the updates out there at on CurseForge. There's something that still hasn't happened on CurseForge, and it baffles me. You know, there's a Fabric versus Forge mod loaders, APIs now, and they both have become entrenched. And I've used both of them. And however, if you're on CurseForge, the only way to know, there's no way to sort between the two different mod types, API types. So you have to just manually, you have to go to each mod and look carefully to see Does it require fabric? Does it require forge? And it's, you know, there's an opportunity there for somebody, I think, to create a way to say, give me the fabric mods, give me the forge mods. I'm really surprised CurseForge has not created a, you know, you can search by version of the mod of Minecraft, but you can't search for mod API. So I just think it's really odd, and there's an opportunity there for some wonderful and enterprising person to get some love from the community. That's a dark forest. I want to walk over there and see what I can see. Sometimes to walk right, you got to start out walking left, you know. I've had a kind of good, happy morning here. I practiced a little bit, you know, what I preach. You know, it's easier to get happy by, it's easy to get happy by trying to make others happy than it is to make oneself happy, you know. Much easier to try to make others happy than it is to make oneself happy. And so I'm good at giving advice, and I'm not so great at following my own advice. When I do, I typically do better, you know. Typically do better in life and everything. So today I made myself, this is day number 8 in a row of making myself a green smoothie to start the day. I finished out my kale yesterday. I had my last kale smoothie. 1 week of kale smoothies yesterday, kale, apple, and flaxseed. So today I went from, I used the other green I had bought last week at the grocery store, which is, I think it's turnip greens that I bought. Not 100% sure, but I think it's turnip greens. And it's, the smoothie itself has a different taste. And I am going east and I want to go north at this point, right? Sometimes to get north, you got to go east for a little bit, dog. Or sometimes you just have to park it and walk north. I'll pull up the map. I think I'm just going to park it and walk north here. Anything unusual? Nope. Maybe I could cut through. Let's try to cut through there. It'll be faster to boat. Oops. Than to float. Boat over float. The smoothie I had today was the greens, the green leafy, I'm going to call it turnip greens. It may have been beet greens, but it's edible greens. That 3/4 of a blender, mini blender full of that, with water, filled with water. Here's some ruins to check out. They won't have anything. They might have some potatoes though. We were looking for potato a long time ago, like a few days ago. Maybe they have other things too. Greens plus water. And the water is really important. Oh yeah. Alright, I see you guys. I see y'all. I see y'all. I don't want to be y'all, man. Y'all coming. Lord, they coming. They chunks. Look at them. A bunch of chunks coming. Bunch of green, leafy green vegetables coming out of the water. Are y'all edible? Are you good for inflammation? I think you maybe cause inflammation, but so oh, am I out of inventory space? I must be. I'd rather collect this flesh than to collect the kelp. It's going to be tough to get, challenging to get in here without dying. Like life is. Oh yeah. Such is life. So anyway, I had that. I had my leafy green drink, my green drink. Give me this, please. Not that, please. We had to put that paper away. Is there anything else I'd rather have besides paper? I still don't have a helmet, do I? Okay. It's all good. Let's see. I think that's pretty much all I want to say about it. Except there's one more thing I wanted to say, and it's I'm proud of myself. I did good. It's healthy food, healthy living, and it's a tiny little baby step. I'm sure you know this, but green leafy vegetables are people with autoimmune and inflammatory bowel disorder and that kind of things. People like that swear by leafy green veggies, raw veggies, and so they've got to be good. You know, if it's good for them, it's good for Festivus for the rest of us. You know what I mean? If it's good for people who are in bad shape, it's got to be good for people who are in good shape. A fishing rod. Okay. Well, let's take fishing rod, please. I'm going to put that back. I don't really need any of that. If I really am desperate for it, I'll come back and get it someday. Did I get my boat? I have a boat? Do I have a boat? I have a boat. Here's an above ground underwater ruin. Above water. Wait! Blammo! Ooh, Nelly. Jelly belly. That thing won't fooling around. What? Was it a creeper, do you think? What else could it have been? I don't know, man, but I'm going to try to respect my environment by putting it back here. By recreating. Respect by recreating. Rebuilding what has been lost. In some degree, at least. Ooh, okay, which way's home that way? So, yeah, that was a vote of confidence in my future self. A green smoothie today, day number 8 of green smoothie. And The sort of the downvote, the vote of no confidence in myself, happened as well, and it was I went to the grocery store because I was craving something sweet. The last time I had broken down and had my ice cream habit fix was a week ago, yesterday, the last time I was at the grocery store. The day I was there buying kale was the day I bought ice cream last. And today so most of a week, it's been most of a week since I've had ice cream because I finished that off in a hurry and just craving ice cream today. So I went to the grocery store and got ice cream, and I've had some already. Got some energy drinks, which I don't hate myself for the energy drinks. I really don't begrudge my energy drinks. Let me check the front door right quick. I heard a sound. It's a windy day here, and of course I live right by the interstate, I-40 in Oklahoma City. I heard a sound and wanted to go check the front door. I had an instance of porch piracy happen to me last month, and I mean, that's, you remember that. That's something you remember. I never thought I'd have it here, but I did. So now I'm a little bit extra sensitive to that kind of stuff. We're one diamond short of being able to make a pick. I got one back at the house and one here. To me, being able to make a diamond pick, I should say. I really want to get a portal up and running. What do we got? We got that. I guess one of those golden carrots. Okay. We'll have to hold on to the rest of these for another time. If golden swords were good, that'd be a good use of gold, wouldn't it? But they're not. Alright, we'll leave the chest and the rest of that stuff there. Yeah, sort of a vote of confidence in my future self, and also a vote for and a vote against my future self here with the ice cream, getting the ice cream. Also got cinnamon rolls. I was craving. I did a little Cinnabon dance last night, and so it's kind of craving cinnamon roll kind of things. And I did great last night. I fasted after 5 p.m. and I started getting really hungry about 4, 5, 6 p.m. And so I promised myself that if I continued my fast, I could have whatever I wanted to in the morning, namely today. And so it's today now, and I have to follow through on that promise. So I went to the grocery store to satisfy my cravings from being a good dog yesterday. And man, what? Now I'm due east. I'm stuck in a jungle thing here. Is there an easy way around this map? Save me map. Nothing. There's not. That portal didn't even... Yeah, there it is. It hardly even showed on this map. There's a village right there. That's good to know. Okay, I've got to cross this. Livingston. Dr. Livingston, I presume. We got to cross this jungle to get to where we need to be. Resistance. We were talking recently about resistance and how it can really make us so miserable. And story of my life. I once described myself as a great resistor to someone that became a joke between us because this person had some ideas about what to do, and I was skeptical. And anyway, I told her I'm the great resistor, and I am. It became a running gag between us, but it's actually pretty good metaphor for me, the great resistor, the great skeptic and creeper resistor. Well, see, this is why it can be good to be a resistor. You get a creeper in your life. If you're not fast, you're going to get blown up. So it's good to be on alert and be skeptical. It's also exhausting, though, constantly looking out for creepers. And, if you're always in life looking out for creepers, looking out for the bad people, you start to see them everywhere. Not because they are everywhere, but because you see what you think you're seeing. We see what we think we're seeing. It's pretty well established, right, that we see what we want to see. It's that confirmation bias in a way. Not exactly confirmation bias, but what happened to my food? I guess I finished the last of my food. Okay. It's not exactly confirmation bias, but it's perceptual bias. We see what we think we're seeing. The brain is great at pattern recognition and at creating meaning out of chaos. And part of that, though, sort of a downside of it, is that we see what we think we're seeing. Once we see something, all the evidence maps into it. And it's one reason conspiracy theories take off so quickly with humans is we see what we think we're seeing. If we're given a template, a pattern to look at the world through, we see the world through that pattern. If you're raised in a Hindu household, you see the world with Hindu eyes. Those cultural many gods, type of, dharma and karma, wheel, the great wheel in the sky that keeps on turning. Don't know where we'll be tomorrow, right? But if you're raised in a Southern Baptist Christian household, you see the world through the eyes of sin and judgment, condemnation and evil and praise and righteousness. And it's simply the cognitive confirmation bias that our brains really latch onto and stamp into the world, perceptual world around us that we see. And that's all it is. And one of the great beauties I found in life is that once you learn other ways of seeing, the world becomes much more, what's the word I'm looking for? Much more interesting and fascinating. It's much more inexplicable and ineffable than we want to think it is. Something like that. Something like that. I thought that was my blocks, and this is my organics. And maybe I need to start maybe I need to get a better inventory management process. Let us, brothers and sisters, we came away with 3 maps? Are you kidding me? 2 of them are the same. Okay, let me get back out there and rescue that potato from from the ground. Oh, I'd replant, but it's a den of wickedness out there. Wickedness and skeletons. Potate. Okay, I'll leave that in my inventory and put the spruce log away. Sort that. And I think it's that time of day when we have to say adios, amigos. Is it that time? It might not be that time. What you doing, dog? I'm making a ring of attraction for myself. Yes, yes. Ha ha ha! Attraction ability is true. We are attractive. We are now attractive. Oh, here's where I put all the good stuff. My armor, weapons, minecart rail. Yep, that's where it is. Let's let me remove from here. I'm gonna add chests, redstone, that. I want this to simply be a static blocks kind of a thing. Don't know what to do about the paper and books yet, but we'll figure it out as we go. Sort. And I'll see you next time from Minecraft Through the Night. Have yourself a good one. Take care of yourself, because you can't take care of anybody else if you're miserable, man. See you next time.